Good evening, everybody. Today is Wednesday, June the 6th, and welcome back to another edition of the 10-minute daily update, where I will keep it within 10 minutes today. So for those that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Philakone, and I've been in the crypto space for about 9 years now. 9 years ago, I was living in my parents' basement with absolutely $0. I used to ask my parents to borrow dollars at a time so I can save up to buy things like a bottle of alcohol or $10 of marijuana. And I realized that my life needed to change. Otherwise, I would be stuck there when I was 30 years old, living in my parents' basement with absolutely nothing to my name and nothing good for me going on. And that's when I got into crypto. I started to learn about Ethereum. I put in some money to buy 200 Ethereum and I built a mining rig and I mined 200 Ethereum. So with the 400 Ethereum that I had, I ended up selling the 400 Ethereum in 2017 in July when Ethereum reached $350. I then reinvested those profits back into coins like EOS, IOTA, OmiseGo, XRP, and also Ethereum. And that's the first year that I found massive success. And then I faced my first bear market year in 2018. And like everybody else, there was a massive learning opportunity where I lost money day trading. But those experiences from the first bull market in 2017 and the first bear market in 2018, it allowed me to find hyper success in 2021's bull market and especially surviving and thriving in 2022's bear market. It's very unfortunate that many people will tune into a technical analysis just looking to find only technical analysis, and they will comment things such as skip the intro next time, just get to the important information like the TA. And unfortunately, what a lot of people don't understand is that crypto is a massive learning field through experiences from other people and especially making mistakes from yourself as well. And it's also a part of every day where you're gonna fail, make these mistakes, and the more that you make, the more you're gonna learn from them. It's hugely based on psychology, and as you grow in terms of profit with your portfolio or with your day trading sizes, you also grow as a person as well. So imagine taking an amateur and giving him $1 million to trade, somebody who has never seen substantial amounts of capital in their life before, somebody who doesn't have day trading or investing experience. Do you think that this person is likely to be successful in the market? Probably not. They're most likely going to blow everything. So as you mature in the crypto market, as you gain valuable experience, your skills and your portfolio size and also your day trading experience as well, and especially your position sizes for day trading, they will grow proportionally directly to what you know in the market and your time spent here. So always be patient and always keep up the continuous learning. Otherwise, you will always be one of those people that's just looking for that silver golden platter full of information, full of the hopium, full of that moon coin that's going to go to 100x. Have to be able to put in that work and build yourself as a person. So if you're newer to crypto right now, it's important to think about where you want to be perhaps a year from now or 2 years from now in the crypto space, and also evaluate how much capital you realistically have as well right now. Be realistic with yourself and set these expectations for yourself in the future for you to reach. And then it's going to be your job to work continuously and effortlessly every single day and strive to get to where that person is right now. You have to catch up to your future self. And where is he? Is he a wealthy crypto millionaire? For example, myself, I see myself as somebody who has over 8 figures in the next bull market because my portfolio size is so much already. I see a lot of good things going for me when it comes to my financial situation and especially growing my wealth. I see myself as somebody very fit, somebody who's compassionate, somebody who's kind, somebody who helps other people, somebody who has a great group of friends around them and takes care of his family as well. Now that person is over there, and it's up to you to always look to that person over there as well and try to be that person. Otherwise, you will not reach your financial goals or a lot of the goals that you have in life. So always remember that cryptocurrency is going to teach you an immense amount about yourself, and it's going to be a journey that can build massive wealth, but you also have to be able to learn a lot about yourself and go through this journey every single day of constant improvement. So let's get into this, guys. So Bitcoin today didn't really move a lot. In fact, it was quite the opposite. The entire market cap ended up decreasing by about 1.39%, which is expected. And then Bitcoin itself, the volume started to downtrend as well. If you go to CoinMarketCap and then you scroll down over here, you can see where it says historical data. If you click on it, what you're going to see is the 24-hour volume. Now you can see on June the 23rd over here, the volume was actually about 11.2 billion dollars, which was incredibly low. And then if you take a look at June 24th, that was 43 billion dollars. And then we see over here, the volume was 29 billion dollars. So this day, June the 24th, it correlates to the day that the dump happened. Now, this is not really that significant of an amount. We've seen much greater amounts before, like in April, for example, where we ended up reaching that massive dump those days. For example, April 19th, $49 billion. And then these series were very large as well, leading up 44, 52, 49. So the volume is heavily decreasing right now. And today, we're not going to get that much volume because please understand there's two types of major corrections, okay? One major correction is where something drops and then we get a V-shaped correction going to the upside and then we recover hard. These V-shaped corrections are amazing because when a V-shaped correction happens, it has a large retracement and then a dip happens as well. And then generally people will trade when it's trying to make a higher high and it breaks above the previous high over here. So those are beautiful coins to trade. But right now, unfortunately, we're getting the opposite of that, where we're barely getting a retracement and we're just kind of like slowly consolidating because Bitcoin is figuring out what's going on. If we also take a look right now at the total 3 market cap, we can see that it has bounced very nicely thus far. We can see that it's gone up about 6%. So the altcoin market cap is doing very well. One of the most significant factors from a technical analysis perspective is going to be the 4-day chandelier exit indicator. We can see that the total 3 market cap, the chandelier exit indicator on the 4-day time frame, this has held since November of last year, which is now about 240 days, which is about 3 months. And that's very significant to understand because if it has held for so long thus far, maybe it's going to hold again. And that's why we're finding this type of support right now. Not only that, it's very common for us to see these types of supports on other time frames and also other coins as well. So taking a look at Solana, we can see that it has bounced multiple times over here. Once, 2, 3, 4 times. And if you take a look at Sol, it's got the exact same type of structure as the total 3 market cap. So many coins are finding a type of support right now, and not all of them are the best, but a coin like Solana on a 4-day time frame, it's finding a hammer type of candle already, which is very confident. And that's why I decided to add the remaining portions of my dollar cost averaging capital to Solana and to Tau. Tau is one of the significant ones that has dropped a substantial amount already. And we have to remember that even though Tau has dropped 70%, if Tau ended up rallying back to the high of where it was, it would actually rally 235%. Many people mistaken the fact that if it drops 50%, if it rallies to the same price, they think that it's going to rally 50%. But it's quite the opposite depending on how much it has dropped. So when after a large drop like this, if a coin does recover, there is going to be massive momentum and it's very easy for a coin to recover. So right now, because Bitcoin has dropped a significant amount and the most relevant time frame, in my opinion, is the 4-day time frame, because this is where the chandelier exit indicator and also the 50 EMA ended up meeting. What we can see is that there have been multiple times where the chandelier exit ended up holding 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times right there. Now we have to ask ourselves, if it has hit there 5 times already, why would it not hit there again? Does it make more sense for it to hit there again? I think that it will. And eventually we're going to find either it's going to hold there or not. And yes, that is all what crypto is about sometimes, and analyzing from a technical perspective. We're going to look at both case scenarios. And a lot of people might say things like, oh, you're going to predict up or down. That's generally how the market can go, up or down. But we're going to try to predict it with a sense of rhythm. This way we can react as more data comes in. So if we take a look at the daily chart right now for Bitcoin, what we can see are these very significant key ranges, okay? So clearing up everything on my chart, we can see that before, when Bitcoin dropped to the downside, it was because this key trend line that held for 39 days ended up falling. So it has held there. And that was one of the first tweets that I made. Here's a tweet that I made on January the 8th, where it says that everyone's so bullish that they believe this 40-day higher low trendline support is going to push Bitcoin up so hard and smash 72K this week, and they can't even accept that we're more likely to break down first. So this is the same trend line that I was calling. Actually, on June the 8th is when I was calling it. So this is the exact same trend line right here that I drew. And because we broke it, we ended up flying to the downside after it happened. Now, if you take a look on the daily chart, you see a very similar type, except of being a support, this is now a resistance. So would it make sense that there's a chance for a rally to the upside if this ends up breaking upwards? 100%, there's a massive chance. If this happens, I'm going to heavily advise for you to consider longing something, because the same will apply. If this dropped downwards and we fell down hard, then a break upwards would also rally it. Now, there are two different cases that can happen. This green box right here is the 55 or 50 EMA / chandelier exit on the 4-day time frame. So there's a possibility that we're going to drop down here first, hit this box in my opinion, and then if we hit this box, we're either going to go straight to 72K in my opinion, but if it doesn't hold, I really hope that it does, it must hold, then we're probably going to drop down further to almost 54 to 52,000. So that's one case that can happen. And that's a very realistic case as well. If it drops to the green box, that's the 50 EMA and chandelier exit. If it hits the green box, there's a chance to rally, breaking up hard upwards or to the downside. Now, the other case that's likely to happen, in my opinion, more likely, is eventually, like, it doesn't matter if it falls down or not. We're going to break this white trend line, and once we do, it's going to rally towards $72,000. That's my opinion. But the most important thing to understand is that we are in a massive range right now. The range is set between $72,000 and around $60,000. And this range has been holding for a significant period of time now, for over 108 days, which makes it about 3.5 months. So because we don't have a lot of data right now, and Bitcoin just ended up hitting that bottom support about 2 days ago, we now have to wait for more information to come in so we can make an educated guess and react as more data presents information that can allow us to make predictions. So my best advice right now for everybody would be to take the market very easy. The market is not recovering quite yet right now. Despite altcoins recovering about 6%, we don't see major rallies in any altcoins except for the odd few such as RAT or FET, because FET, AGIX, and Ocean are gearing up for their super merge for that coin, artificial super intelligence. But if we go back to the entire market and try to get a gauge of what's going on, this is the advanced volatility scanner that I created. It is the only one that's out on the market right now and the best out on the market. What this does is it gives you two sets of data points to evaluate the market, or two very key pieces of information. One is just by glancing at it, you can easily tell the market conditions of it. And two, it hunts for volatile coins so you never miss anything moving again. And the way that it does this is it highlights the columns. Notice how each coin has 4 columns. The first column highlights if there's 5% movement in 1 hour. The second highlights if 10% movement in 2 hours. The third column, 15% in 4 hours. And the last column, 20% in 2 days. Now, these are highly customizable, and you don't have to use these parameters. You could use any parameter that you want. If any of those conditions are met, they highlight green. So you can see today that RAT and FET are highlighted green, in the fourth column. Therefore, it means that in the fourth column, there's a 20% movement in 2 days. So because only two coins are highlighted on the higher time frames and nothing is highlighted in the first three columns, it means that the market is at a standstill right now. And you also see a mixture of green candles, or sorry, green numbers, and you also see a mixture of red numbers, okay? So because of this, you're gonna get basically mixed information where it's telling you that some things are going up, some things are going down. So right now, there's not that many coins that are looking bullish and are tradable. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait for better days. Now, just imagine in a very bullish market when everything is moving to the upside, this whole screen will be flooded with green numbers and highlighted green. It's gonna tell you exactly what coin is volatile. So the moment that the first, the second, the third, and the fourth columns, if they all light up, it's basically going to tell you that this is the most volatile coin, go trade it. Without this indicator, I think that it would be extremely hard to day trade successfully because this removes a lot of the manual work of having to hunt for a coin to trade. In a bull market, the number one way to catch a coin is to identify the most volatile coin. And that's where I came in and spent a lot of time and money to develop this indicator. The reason I'm telling you about it is because we also use it as a gauge for the current market right now. It is not just to try to sell you something. In fact, if you sat here and you thought about it for a few minutes, you would easily be able to see how beneficial this is to you. So for those that are interested in purchasing this indicator, there's a link below. It sells for $150 for a lifetime access to this. It also comes with a full tutorial as well. And you will also get a Discord membership for 2 months that has a library of information for you to learn. So make sure you're DMing me. This will be one of the most powerful tools that you will use to both analyze the market conditions currently and to never miss a volatile coin again so you can catch these trading positions. So other than that, Bitcoin requires more information before we can make educated guesses. We need more data points to make better predictions. Bitcoin has reached a current bottom that has bounced, but alts have not correlated with this bounce in a massive way. Alts are still very indecisive of rallying or not. But what I do know is that these key points on the total 3 market cap, many people are accumulating altcoins because it's at the 4-day chandelier exit and the 50 EMA support. So these price points are some of the main reasons why I decided to add my remaining $120,000 to both Solana split with Tau. I think these are great opportunities, and I'm still very bullish for Q3. And yes, I do believe that an altcoin season is still to come. And no, I do not believe that Bitcoin has already reached the top for this cycle. So other than that, I look forward to seeing a lot of you using this indicator of mine. DM me if you would like more information on it. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. And if you've enjoyed my content or my tweets so far, make sure you guys are subscribed to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed already, and show me some love by letting me know you appreciate these videos and you would like more of them just by hitting the simple like button. Other than that, have yourselves a great day and thank you very much for your time. Bye now.